We just believe that the first-hand perspective, the guy that has walked the ground, seen the enemy firsthand, understand the stakes of the fight, is the person that should be out there making the case for why it's so important that we complete those missions. You know, here we are.
The military, we build warriors. That's what we do. We take volunteers, professionals. They come to the military. We give them the tools to defend our culture and our way of life. But I've only been in the great state of Texas for 2 days, and I just found out that you guys build patriots here. And when you combine a patriot and a warrior, you have men like Marcus Lutrell standing behind me. You know, I can't say enough. What is it going to take to get, first of all, I'm traveling around with a 6'5" Navy SEAL in that bus. And that huge bus becomes almost an Olympic bobsled simulator with this guy in it, you know? He's humongous. I'm a New Yorker. We tend to be a support your troop magnet people, you know? When we go to the car wash, we take that magnet off. When the war becomes unpopular, we pull that magnet off. You know, Texas, you guys are bumper sticker people. You stick to something, you're dedicated to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Navy SEAL Marcus Lutrell.
Thank you. I'm going to keep this brief because this is my home state, and I know how people feel about long-winded guys, so I'm going to keep it down. I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out here and supporting us, the Gold Star families. My sympathies go out to you. I know, although I've never lost a child or anything like that, I know what it's like to lose a brother. So I travel around from state to state and talk to people, and even on the battlefield, instead of the American flag, I always wear the Texas flag, and people are always just like, you know, why do you do that? And I'm like, well, if you're not from Texas, you just don't understand it. And there's two kinds of people in this world. There's Texans and there's people who are trying to get here. So when I tell people, they ask me about what happened to me in Iraq or in Afghanistan or how I got through all of that, I just say that's just the way I was made, and that's just the way we're all made here in Texas, and there's no other place like this. I leave the state, and the minute my feet leave the ground, I just can't wait to get back here.
Governor Rick Perry.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hey, are you Texas born?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you grow up?
Houston.
In Houston, and you went to Naval Academy?
I did. My family's from Midland, yes, sir.
Nunley and I were just discussing that he couldn't get into Texas A&M, so he went to the Naval Academy. Thank you for your introduction. It's an honor to be here. I want to say just a word to David Bellavia. David had an interesting analogy a while ago that New Yorkers were magnet people and Texas must be bumper sticker people. But I'll give him one little insight into who we are. We're not bumper sticker people. We're tattoo people. We're kind of permanent about this support of our military and for our veterans and for the young men and women who serve us, sacrifice for us. And it's an honor for Anita and I to be on the steps of this Capitol with genuine American heroes. You know, in the endless chatter about the war, there are only a few voices that carry the greatest credibility simply because they've been there. Their assertions about the global war on terror are not based on a white paper think tank, some talk radio rant, or a presidential candidate's attempt to sway voters. Instead, they speak with the power of personal experience. That commitment to serve that drew them into the military has carried them into a new conflict, the defense of their brothers and sisters in arms that are still at the tip of the spear. The integrity that guided their actions and training in their theater of conflict. It informs the truths that they speak today. The bravery that compelled them towards the sounds of battle is the same quality that strengthens them in the arena of personal opinion. It has been a genuine honor for Anita and I to become friends with Marcus. In him I have recognized the esprit de corps, the devotion to comrades that binds our fighting men and women together. He's been tested by fire, and he emerged even less concerned about public opinion and even more convinced of our nation's obligations in this war-torn lands that we fight for. As I recently heard David Bellavia say, the soil of those nations has been consecrated with the blood of soldiers, our soldiers and Marines. We can no more walk away from our unfinished business there than can we abandon our comrades on the field of battle. The effects of the surge operation in Iraq are bearing the fruits of order, of peace, of prosperity. Significant threats still remain, but the progress that we've made cannot be discarded in the interest of political expedience. In conjunction with our coalition partners, our efforts in Afghanistan are the greatest source of stability in a region that has exemplified turmoil throughout its existence. Across the world, Texans are standing their post, defending the values that make our nation great. Today we stand with some of those on these steps, and our standing here signifies our commitment to finishing the fight that we didn't start. Because we are Americans, we must keep the promises that we've made to our coalition partners, preserve our commitment to the citizens of these volatile regions, and most of all, honor the service of our military brothers and sisters. God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of Texas.